Hey everyone, it's Richard, and today I'm playing some Pokemon Legends Arceus, or Arceus, however they want you to say it. We are going to make a little video here showing you all how to use False Swipe in order to max out some of the prerequisites that are needed to get a perfect in the Pokedex. If we go through here, let's see if I can find somebody here. Sneasler. You'll take a look here and you'll see Sneasler's, I'm almost done with him, but he's got a handful of tasks that you need to complete in order to get a quote-unquote a perfect with him. And some of those are like Dire Claw, Sword Dance. You'll also notice that you need to do strong style moves and agile style moves. Now, 40 of each, which can take a little time if you're just going and doing them in individual battles. However, there is a little method that you can use that can speed along the process. I'll be honest, it's not the most fun thing to do, but if you're just a completionist and you want to get the strong and agile moves done as quickly as possible, this is probably the quickest way that I've seen so far to go ahead and do it. And the way you do that is by using the move False Swipe. Now, I have my Sneasler here in my party, and he already has False Swipe, but I'm also going to use Sneasel here just to show you all how, you go about learning it and stuff like that, just in case you're a little newer to the game, maybe you don't know all the stuff you need to do in order to actually get the move and then master it and so forth. So this is what we're going to do. We got Sneasel here. We're going to go talk to our big lady friend here, Sizu. And we're going to go ahead and choose, I want new moves. So she's going to say, okay, which Pokemon do you want to tutor? So in this case, we're going to choose Sneasel. And we're going to select him. And as you can see, there is a move there, False Swipe, that he can learn. It's only 200. Cheapest move you can get for him. So we're going to learn that. Oops. There we go. There we go. And yeah. So just like that, he has now learned False Swipe. Now, remember, when you learn it, you also do need to go and add it to your pool of moves. So we're going to end up doing that here in just a second. But one extra thing we want to go ahead and do here is we want to master the move. Because as you all know, whenever you're getting the strong style and agile style, it doesn't apply to every single move that your Pokemon comes with or uses. In some cases, you have to manually go here to the big redhead lady and get her to help you master the move on your Pokemon on its own. In fact, let me go to Sneasel here. We'll change moves. We're going to add in False Swipe, and we're going to take out, let's take out Rest. Okay. Put that in his moveset. And as you can see there, False Swipe is not considered mastered. Now, from my experience, I've actually leveled Pokemon all the way up to max level, and they still have not mastered False Swipe on their own. I think it's because you learn it from the lady. But you can still go to her, and she can help you master the move. So what you'll do here is, now we've added that to our moveset, you go and you talk to her again, and you say, I want to master moves. So we go on over there, talk to her. You choose Sneasel again. He's already got his False Swipe in there. So we're going to go ahead and choose that. So which move do you want to have Sneasel master? False Swipe. So we're going to choose False Swipe. Now, in order to do that, you will need a Seed of Mastery here. She's going to ask you for one. It says here, then I'll use a Seed of Mastery to help Sneasel master False Swipe. Are you ready? Just to show you, in case you don't know what a Seed of Mastery is. I'm sure at this point you do, but just for, the sake of clarity, let me show you what a Seed of Mastery is. It's going to be this little thing right here. See there, a rare seed that can be given to the Captain of Security Corps to have a Pokemon master a move so it can be used in Agile or Strong style. You can generally get those from defeating the angry Pokemon, as I call them, or basically the alpha Pokemon. Once you defeat or catch an alpha Pokemon, in most cases they will drop a Seed of Mastery there for you. So they're fairly easy to accumulate, especially if you've got higher end Pokemon that have higher levels. I would say if you're like 70 plus with at least a couple of your Pokemon, the Seed of Mastery are very farmable. So they're not terribly hard to get, but you will need one for this. So again, we're going to go talk to Lady. Let's go ahead and master our move now. We're going to master False Swipe. She will take the seed. Click Master Move. She will take the Seed of Mastery from you. And now she's going to teach Sneasel how to do it. Or how to do the Agile in Strong Style. There we go. He's all happy. Okay. So now that he's mastered the move, we're going to go ahead and hit nothing in particular. Now you're probably wondering, okay, so we've mastered False Swipe. What are we going to do? Some of you who are well versed in Pokemon already know where I'm going with this. But again, those of you who do not, just for the sake of going through the whole thing, we're going to show you how this works. First thing we're going to do is we're going to head out of town, and we're going to go right to the starting area, which is this little area right here, the Obsidian Fieldlands. And we're going to go right here by the Fieldlands camp. Okay. So here we are in the Obsidian Fieldlands right here. Again, this is just the starting area. The Pokemon here are very low level. They're like level 2, level 3, and level 4. They do get a little bit higher in spots, but they're all very beatable. So in this case, again, we have our Sneasel. So one thing I want to go ahead and show you here is how False Swipe works. Let's go ahead and check our summary. Oops. There we go. Check moves. False Swipe. A restrained attack that prevents the target from fainting. The target is left with at least 1 hit point. That is key here. Because what we want to do, let's back on out of here, is we're going to locate a Pokemon that is far less likely to run away. Some Pokemon in this game, again, if you've already been playing this a while, you understand this, like Bidoof, is one of these little guys that if you engage him, sometimes he will run away, even if you're trying to, battle with him. He may not stick around. There are a lot of others that run away as well. There's a Wurmple that runs away. Let me see, guys. There's actually quite a few that will just flat out run away from you. They just don't want to engage. Stantler's another one. He may try to engage you, but then he is quite likely to run away. Okay, we're going to go in search of a Pokemon that does not like to run away and that is also affected by False Swipe. And here we actually have a great candidate. This is Shinx. He will engage you, and he will sit there, and he will generally stay and fight with you the entire time. So we're going to engage him. Stay still, buddy. Bam. There we go. So we now have Shinx engaged. And here is the part that, again, is a little boring, but it will get the job done if this is all you want to do. So, go here to fight. We're going to go down to False Swipe. And again, you can see that if you click left or right on your controller, it's going to give you the option to an Agile or a Strong Style. So say, for instance, if you need, 40 Agile styles. At this point, just go to Agile Style, click it. Have your little character do his Agile move. Again, because the way that this move is designed, it's not going to kill Shinx or make him faint, so to speak. So you can basically just keep hitting him with this over and over and over and over. Now, I'm going to spare y'all. I'm going to do a little edit here so that you don't have to sit here and keep watching me do this. But again, every time you strike him with this, just make sure that you're choosing the Agile or the Strong move, whichever one you do. And he'll basically just sit there forever and let you beat the crap out of him. So yeah, as you can see, again, he's not dropping below 1 health, and you can just keep right on attacking him. Now, he will eventually attack you back, but the great thing is, by the time that you're able to learn False Swipe for some of these Pokemon, you will be able to sit there and basically absorb any sort of damage that he gives you. So again, yeah, you just keep doing this over and over and over and over again. And again, I'm going to edit here so that you all don't have to sit and watch me just fight this thing forever. You've kind of got the idea of what we're doing. So yeah, you just basically keep, hitting him with False Swipe, keep making it an Agile move or a Strong move, whichever one you need for the Pokedex. Just keep doing it. That's it. That's the whole thing. And because you are mastering the move, because initially, again, when you first learn False Swipe, it's not mastered. So you have to go and you have to get it trained Zizu, whatever her name is, the big red-haired lady. You have to go to her to get it mastered. So yeah, again, you can basically just sit here and do this over and over and over again. If you eventually want to end the battle, you can just run away, or you can use a different move to finish Shinx off. Here, we'll just finish poor little Shinx off because he's just getting obliterated at this point. Poor little guy. Okay, so we'll finish him off. But again, you can see there that you are able to use False Swipe pretty much endlessly. Now, of course, you can only use the move so many times until your PP runs out. So you'll want to go back over here, and usually at this point you'll usually have a whole bunch of berries available to you. There is the Hoppo berry, which will restore PP to a Pokemon when you use it on him. So in this case, we're just going to go over here. We're going to choose Sneasel with our berry. And as you can see, we've used 16 of 30 False Swipe, because again, when you use an agile or strong move, it uses 2 PP, not 1. So again, if you've got a whole bunch of these Hoppo berries, you can just use it, fill it right back up. And I believe this one gives you 10. Yeah, so there you go. We went from 16 to 26. And thankfully, these Hoppo berries are not hard to get. They are very, very easy to get. As you can see, I have 424, so not hard to get. So yeah, that's basically how you do it. Now, one thing I do want to mention is that it does not work for every single Pokemon, because unfortunately there are only certain Pokemon that can learn False Swipe. In fact, the list is so small that I'm actually just going to name off every single Pokemon that you can use this with. In Pokemon Arceus, at last check, the list is as follows: Rowlet, Dartrix, Hisuian Ducidai, Oshawott, Duat, Hisuian Samurott, Gallade, Paris, Parasect, Heracross, Scyther, Scizor, Cleavor, Gligar, Gliscor, Skorupi, Drapion, Sneasel, as we saw, Weavile, which is one of the evolutions, Hisuian Sneasel, Sneasler, which is one of the newer guys, Kricketune, and Garchomp. That's it. As far as I can see here, those are the only ones in the game that can learn False Swipe. But a lot of them do have the prerequisite. If you want to get the perfect Pokedex entry for them, you have to complete those particular tasks. In fact, if I remember correctly, I think it's Garchomp certainly has that. You can actually look at it here. There we go. Here's Garchomp. And as you can see here, in his case, this is going to be incredibly helpful. Because as you can see there, it says times you've seen it use a strong style move. To max out in order to get the perfect 10 or the perfect complete for Garchomp, you will have to have him use strong style 100 times. That's a lot. So yeah, there are other characters, like I said. Oh, Gallade's another one where he uses, there you go, see, he uses agile style moves, and he has to do it 70 times. So yeah, over time, you may eventually accumulate all of that. But again, if you're kind of like just wanting to focus on one thing, you're a completionist, you're like, oh, I just want to get this done, this is the fastest way to go about doing it. Take them to the trainer, get them to learn False Swipe, get them to master it, and then find a very low level character or a Pokemon like Shinx, again, one that doesn't run away, also one that doesn't kill himself, because there are some that do moves that will kill themselves, like Explode or Explosion. Yeah, you don't want to fight any of those. The Shinx, I think, is the best option. Again, right there on the starting area, so you can just use it again and again and again. You can basically exhaust all of your PP in a single fight. In fact, if you wanted to, I've actually I was doing it with Sneasler, and I had Sneasler use up all of the PP in the fight. I threw it a berry, filled it back up by 10, and just had him keep doing it again. And I just kept doing that over and over and over again. And again, once they get to a certain level, the damage that they take from the Shinx is so minor that it's pretty much negligible. You're not going to have to worry about the Shinx actually taking you out. And if somehow, some way, he does manage to get you low, you can just run away, or you can just, finish the battle off, Oh, there's a little, is that a Luxio? Anyways, yeah, that's how you can use False Swipe to max out your Agile and Strong Style Pokedex entries. Thanks for checking out the video, guys. I appreciate it. I hope this is informative for you. Again, if you're a more seasoned Pokemon player, you probably already know this. This is mostly just for people that are a little newer. So thanks for checking out the video, and we'll sneasel you next time.